Welcome back to the channel, where we bring you the rawest, realest, and most shocking stories from the celebrity and hip-hop world. Trust me, today's topic is going to leave you absolutely stunned. Before we dive into this, don't forget to smash that like button, subscribe to the channel, and share this video with your friends. Let's keep these conversations alive because what I'm about to tell you is nothing short of unbelievable. Alright, let's get straight into it. Quando Rondo is no stranger to controversy. His name is practically synonymous with drama in the rap game. Whether it's his ongoing beefs, street ties, or the fallout from high-profile altercations. But this time, things took a turn for the worse, and we're talking about an ambush that could have ended everything for the rapper. Imagine this, Quando Rondo, just trying to make what some might call a bold, maybe even reckless, move, finds himself ambushed right at the exit of a prison. And here's the kicker: this whole situation allegedly stems from him trying to warn none other than Lil Durk, who, according to whispers in the streets, was behind bars because of something connected to Quando himself. Let's break this down because the layers here are wild. First off, Lil Durk's arrest sent shockwaves through the hip-hop community. Durk, one of the most influential voices in rap today, found himself locked up, and the rumors started flying immediately. What did he do? Who turned him in? And most importantly, was this tied to his long-standing feud with Quando Rondo? You don't need me to remind you of the history between these two: the tragic death of King Von, the endless diss tracks, the online shots fired back and forth. Their beef isn't just a storyline, it's real life, and it's deadly. Now here's where things get interesting. Quando Rondo, fresh out of prison himself, allegedly decided to pull what some might call a Hail Mary move. According to multiple sources, Quando headed straight to the prison where Lil Durk was being held, reportedly to warn him about something big. The exact details of what he was warning him about are still unclear, but the whispers are saying it was a heads-up about a potential setup, or danger waiting for Durk on the outside. Now, let that sink in for a second. Quando Rondo, the same man who has been at odds with Lil Durk for years, showing up to warn him. That's like the plot of a gangster movie. But hold on, because the story doesn't end there. As Quando made his way out of the prison, things took a dark and violent turn. Witnesses claim that a group of unidentified individuals was waiting for him near the exit. The moment Quando stepped out, the ambush began. Fists flying, shouts echoing through the air. It was pure chaos. And if you're sitting there wondering, where was security? Where were the police? Well, they were right there. But apparently, it all happened so fast that they barely had time to react. Sources say the altercation was intense. Quando, who is no stranger to confrontations, reportedly tried to hold his own, but the numbers were stacked against him. The attackers seemed determined, almost as if they were sending a message. And let's be real, in the world of hip-hop, messages like these are often louder than any diss track. It wasn't just about hurting Quando physically, it was about making a statement, a warning, perhaps, to stay in his lane, or face even graver consequences. Now, here's where it gets even crazier. The fight was eventually broken up not by some miraculous intervention from his crew or fans, but by the very police officers stationed around the prison. Think about that for a second. Quando Rondo, fresh out of jail, involved in a violent brawl right outside a correctional facility, with law enforcement having to step in to break it up. If that doesn't scream high-stakes drama, I don't know what does. But this incident raises so many questions. First and foremost, who were the attackers? Were they random individuals acting out of some grudge? Or was this a coordinated ambush orchestrated by someone higher up the chain? And let's not ignore the elephant in the room: could Lil Durk himself have had something to do with this? Sure, Quando allegedly came to warn him, but in the world of street politics, intentions aren't always what they seem. Did Durk's people see this as an opportunity to send a message, even if Durk himself wasn't directly involved? And speaking of messages, what does this say about the state of the hip-hop industry? Time and time again, we see these beefs escalate beyond music, spilling into the streets and claiming lives. The lines between entertainment and real-life violence are so blurred that it's hard to tell where one ends and the other begins. Quando Rondo's ambush is just the latest example of how deadly these rivalries can get. And let's not forget, this isn't the first time Quando has found himself in a life-or-death situation. His name has been tied to some of the most tragic and violent events in recent hip-hop history. So why does he keep finding himself in these situations? Is it bad luck, poor decisions, or something deeper? And what about Lil Durk? His arrest, coupled with this ambush, paints a picture of a man caught in the crossfire of street politics and industry drama. Durk has always walked a fine line between his life in the streets and his career as a superstar. Drop your thoughts in the comments below because this is a conversation we need to have. And don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. This channel is all about keeping it real and diving deep into the stories that matter. Until next time, stay safe, stay curious, and as always, keep questioning everything.